the area that I was at whenever the 7 police officers from Kentucky come and shook me down whenever I was living in a tent, basically doing a lot of camping up here in Kentucky. This is the area where I was that I didn't have no idea that was dope infested. That I had been staying here for about, I guess in total about 2 weeks after the incident happened up around the Kentucky Dam. And they come tromping up through here from the other side in the other direction. Probably about 10 o'clock at night, just about the time I was fixing to go to bed, because I already had my PJs on, questioning me again and again and again if I had any intentions towards wanting to blow up the Kentucky Dam. They went through all my sleeping bags, and they went through all my tent, they went through my truck, and they couldn't find nothing until finally they gave up their little quest that they was on towards trying to take me to jail right then and there for supposedly a crime that I never committed pertaining to threatening communications. This happened after 2005, whenever the people in Weakley County up around Martin, Tennessee tried to do the exact same thing towards saying that I had made a alleged threat that fit under the category of falsifying files, even though I wasn't in no theater during the time that I told an individual what I told him, that there was going to be a lot of controversy surrounding my life, and before it was said and done with, I was liable to wind up on the Channel 6 News. This was their little bathroom here. Of course, you see their little satanic star that they got, their little 5-pointed satanic star. And at the time I was camped over here where that garbage can is, in behind that bicycle where they got all that wood stored right there. That's where I was at whenever 2 Kentucky State Troopers, 2 Marshall County Sheriff's deputies, 2 TVA deputies, and a FBI agent come in here questioning me about my motives. That was probably between that and what happened while I was working in Kentucky towards what they done to me in 2012 in Trigg County, Kentucky, Cadiz, Kentucky. Between those 2 events, and of course this event that I just recently went through pertaining to the Weakley County authorities towards trying to make me out to be a homegrown terrorist or a stalker in a regard of placing a felony onto my life, it's pretty obvious that I have been under attack. There's a pattern here of being attacked again and again and again, which is really and truly sickening to think that a man of God trying to issue out a message from God, they tried to shoot him out of the saddle before he ever got out of the gate. That's telephone number 270-619-5341. This is probably owned, I know it is, or owned, run, or managed by a completely different outfit now. But the people that did have a part in this campsite used to be up here on the right. We'll go up here to their house real quick and see if they still live here. That was some pretty rough hombres. Now I've got dogs. we got dogs. I'm really surprised that these insurance companies hadn't come down on these rural areas, these country areas of having these dogs, due to the fact that, 20 years ago, 25 years ago, if you hit an animal that size, because they didn't have all the sophistication of the automobiles like they have today, pertaining to airbags and all the other gizmos and gadgets, you didn't have to worry about airbags being activated if you hit a big animal. But today, not only do they have those amenities on most of your automobiles, but today the automobiles is built so much chinchier, so much. A little car now could almost hit an 8-pound cat, a big cat, and crush the lower radiator support in to the point of activating the airbags. And I'm really surprised that the insurance companies doesn't pay more attention to homeowners. And of course, most homeowners will tell you, well, if that ever happens, that's the reason why I got homeowners insurance. Well, to me, it'd be almost like having a swimming pool. If you got a swimming pool, you're considered a high risk. And if you're a high risk, then you pay more for your insurance. Same way with your animals. If you're just going to let your animals run loose, the way that these people have let their animals run loose, you would think that the insurance companies would come down on these type of people. Now this is where I know one of the guys lived at one time. See, they got a swimming pool out here. This is where one of the guys lived at one time that was in control of that campsite that was named a completely different name. I think it was named Rainbow Campsite or something to that effect. I don't see nobody coming out. Apparently ain't nobody home. But one of the guys that was in control of that campsite down there, or owned it or something, I believe lived right here. I don't know if he still does. Looks like his pond's been overflowing right here. All the water. Matter of fact, I heard a while ago where there was some damage. I don't know how bad, how extended it is, towards a tornado. It's somewhere around Paducah, Kentucky, late last night or this morning. This is a nice little trailer. Got a screened-in porch. Hey, do you live here?
Yeah.
Is there an adult around?
Yeah.
Could I please speak to him?
Yeah.
Are y'all out of school right now? Why? Huh? Your brother's birthday, you get out of school? No way. Your birthday? How old? How old? 7. Good for you. Oh, there's the birthday guy. Hey, how you doing? What, wasn't y'all living here back about 4 or 5 years ago?
We moved here about 3 years ago. My husband, his dad lived here, so.
Okay. Do you remember whenever it used to be another camp, a named campsite down the road here?
Mm-hmm.
It was called
Earth Daddies?
Earth Daddies.
Mm-hmm.
Earth Daddies, and then before that, wasn't it called Rainbow something?
I don't remember. I don't remember the name of it before that.
Do they still run it down there?
It's called
Lost Creek. Yeah.
See, they didn't have a boat dock down there whenever I was down here the last time.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's brought in a boat dock. In other words, if you got a
I
boat,
don't know Peggy's last name, do you? No.
what do they charge? What do they charge for the slips down there? Do you know?
I'm not sure. She has a guy that's worked. That's
can ask him.
over it down there. You can ask. Oh, the slips. I don't think she charges anything for the slips.
Oh yeah, if you keep your boat down there all summer long, they're gonna charge for a slip.
Well.
It doesn't have electric.
Yeah, it's just the dock. But I mean, like summertime, you're fine. But
Unless that's part of the package of
Right.
camping down there.
yeah, I think that's kind of the way she has it.
Is it?
The guy down there, the camp, is he down there during the day all day or not? Richard.
I don't know.
That's James Henry. That's James Henry. He's part of the Henry rifle family. He thinks he's the king of the castle. He probably wouldn't get along good with dogs. Whose birthday is it? Yours?
Yes.
Happy birthday. How old are you? 12?
10.
10?
Yeah.
10 years old. You got your whole life in front of you. Everything to look forward to. So you guys have made this your home then, haven't you? Good for you. Drugs used to be bad down here. I don't know if they've cleaned. I don't know if they've cleaned the act up a little bit towards it not being so
I
bad.
think that she on the campground, she kind of tried to get all that run out. So.
Yeah. I didn't know if y'all knew any of the particulars down here.
I don't think anybody's camping now. Just that one that she keeps there, and then they run it. So.
Right.
A lot of times he's
Good people
either
there.
at the campground or up at their camper.
Yeah. His name's Richard.
Are these all
He's
your
over
children? How many children do you have?
5.
5 children? Wow, you're an incubator. You're a baby maker. You got a lot of kids. The people that used to own the campsite, to my knowledge, was up this way around the second corner where the pond is. You go around the pond, and there's a nice house right there with a swimming pool.
Yeah, I don't own it no more.
I think they used to own this, the original campsite, Earth Daddy's campsite. Is there anybody living there now?
Yeah.
Oh, it is?
One.
Is it the same people, or do you know?
Oh, the answer, don't know. The answer.
It's not the same because Devin said Peggy lives like way somewhere.
Same people.
And also, there's some people that has moved in right up there. That's kind of new too, isn't it? Towards people living on the, I guess you'd call that the ridge.
Where the campers are?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That guy, if you'll go where that White House is, if you'll go straight, if he's not down at the campground, he's the one who runs the campground. So, anything you need to know, I'm sure he can answer.
We should probably go check on the horse.
Who runs the campground?
The guy in the camper up past this White House, he's on the right.
So there's a camper actually in the campsite right now, but
His
that's not the host?
His mom's living in it, and then the guy that's running it is right up the hill.
Okay. Well, good talking to all of y'all. Once more, have a good happy birthday party.
All right.
I love birthday cake. Thanks for talking to me.